Hi, I'm your instructor, Kate McGowan. You can call me Kate, and I'm just going to give you a little tour through the course today. It's unpublished as of now. It's going to look slightly different when you open the course yourself, because most of what you'll see in here is from the instructor's view. There is one area where I'll give you the student view, and that is the My Lab and Mastering page. For now, let's get started. The home screen is just sort of a summary of what's going on in the course. Announcements is where you'll go in order to check and see if there are any changes to dates, policy, assignments, anything like that. Generally, I'll send out emails as well if there are major changes to graded assignments. Modules is where you'll spend most of your time in the course. Modules is essentially your guide to what you should be doing on any given week. It's set up in weekly modules, and you can read the syllabus for more information, but generally you should be in this area right now. The modules are locked until the appropriate time. This is not a self-paced course, so I want everybody working on approximately the same material at the same time. Now, My Lab and Mastering is where you'll do homework and quizzes and also your final exam and midterm exam. Now, you can access all of those assignments by going into the My Lab and Mastering account separately, but as you'll note here, there are homework assignments that are listed in modules, and if you click on those homework assignments, then you should see an area where you can actually work on problems within Canvas. So what we see here is there are videos for how to complete certain types of problems, videos of instructors doing examples. These are provided with the textbook. So most of your video instruction is provided within the assignments, and those assignments are laid out here in the modules area. After the assignments, you'll see there's a quiz. These quizzes are prerequisite protected. You do need to get a 70% on all of the necessary, or all of the related sections for that quiz in order to open the quiz. The quizzes are typically open from Sunday through Tuesday. Now, some weeks you'll see that you also have labs to do. These are mainly to ensure that you are learning the appropriate technology procedures. You'll also notice that in some weeks you have discussions to participate in. And the discussions you need to post. I recommend you post early in the week if possible, so that you can spend some time paying attention to and reading what other people are posting. In order to get full credit, you will need to post replies to other people's posts. It's a 10-week course. The final exam will be at week 10. The midterm will be during week 5. So modules lays out your course week by week. Now, let's go through grades. You always need to be looking at your Canvas gradebook, not the My Lab and Mastering gradebook. The Canvas gradebook will be updated all the time. Now, let me show you in My Lab and Mastering under Grade Sync. The synchronization is set up to synchronize automatically. So all the assignments that are synchronizing in the course should synchronize automatically, and so your grades should be up to date every time you work on homework assignments or quizzes. So your grade book should be up to date in Canvas all the time. Adobe Connect is where we can have meetings or office hours. I will set up my office hours in this area so that we can meet online here. These sessions allow me to share my screen, allow me to share anything that I'm writing on paper. It allows you to share your screen with me. There are multiple ways that we can connect in Adobe Connect. Proctor U is where you will take exams if you need to have an online proctor. If you are able to come to campus during the time that I set aside, then you can have a free proctored exam by coming to campus and letting me proctor in a classroom. If you cannot do that, then you will need to pay for the Proctor U service. I recommend that everybody register for this service early on, and then you won't have to deal with that at the last minute. Proctor U is fairly easy to use. Many of my students use it. Now, the rest of this stuff, important dates, DACC syllabus information, Canvas support, DACC library, student help, academic readiness, all of that, those are student help links. They're links to resources that are provided by DACC. Now, what I'll do at this point is show you the My Lab and Mastering. We're going to go into Student View, and I'll show you what it'll look like when you sign up. When you click on My Lab and Mastering, it'll show you this page. It's a little bit different than what you saw with mine. Yours doesn't have grade sync. It doesn't have as many links down here. The first time you click here, it will have you read and accept license agreement. Obviously, if you don't accept that, then you can't take the course. So if you feel like reading it, go ahead. Now, in order to continue here, you'll need to sign in with a Pearson account if you already have one. If you don't have one, if you've never used a Pearson product for your courses, then you can create an account. You can, of course, click this if you're not sure. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And we'll see what shows next. Now, this is the most important part. If you have an access code that either came with a bundled textbook that you purchased or something that you purchased at the bookstore, then you would use access code. If you are planning on paying for the course here using a credit card or debit card, then you would click this button. If you are not sure yet how you will purchase materials, you do get a 14-day free trial, so everybody can start the course immediately. So I recommend, if you don't know what to do about access codes yet and money, just click Get Temporary Access without payment, and then as soon as you pay for the course or you purchase an access code, then you can easily apply that to your account. So this would be the most important part of the sign up. If you have trouble with this or you're not sure what to do, please ask. If you're not sure what your options are for purchase, please see the syllabus again. There is a section in there that discusses what your options are for purchasing these items. So let's close this. And when you go into, I'll get out of student view here. When you go into My Lab and Mastering, remember I told you you can go in through modules, do your homework assignments there, or you can actually go into My Lab and Mastering and do homework assignments here. Now, when you work homework assignments here, they'll be in the homework area. You'll notice, of course, right now we have for the first week of the course, we have these 6 sections. So if you click homework, you'll see your homework laid out here. Click quizzes and tests. You'll see quizzes and tests available. Obviously, there are no quizzes yet. For the first week of the course, this Sunday, quiz 1 will open up and you'll see it in this area. There are other areas. You won't see the study plan. You notice the little icon here that shows student that's hidden from students. So some of this you won't see. This is the gradebook I'm referring to. You don't want to go in this gradebook area. It won't be accurate. It can tell you your grades on individual assignments, but it won't be accurate for your course grade. You will use StatCrunch for the technology portion of the course. Here's the link to that. And you will use the e-text or the online textbook. And chapter contents is where you can access that. Anywhere you enter the textbook, I'll just click on the table of contents, and you'll be able to see generally what that looks like. It's a Flash. It's an Adobe Flash app, and so you'll have to run Flash for that. And to give you a brief tour, you have table of contents over here on the left. There are a number of items up here that you can use. If you want 2-page, you can go here. You have Zoom, of course. You can jump to a page number by typing it in. You can navigate pages here, or you can navigate pages using this arrow on the left, this arrow on the right. You can, of course, scroll up and down here, or using the scroll wheel on your mouse. So there are a number of different features here. If you have difficulty using the e-text, then please ask for help. I'll go ahead and close that. Now, one of the things you'll note is when we use StatCrunch, I'll be having you use data sets from the textbook. Notice that there's a link here that says data sets from your textbook. You can also open those data sets directly from the e-text. So when you watch the lab demos, you'll see those things happen. If you have any additional questions about how to navigate the homework, quizzes, the My Stat Lab area, please ask. Otherwise, that should get you pretty well started in the course. Now, the first thing, of course, that you need to do, every other module in the course has a prerequisite of begin here. You do need to complete everything in this begin here module before the other modules open up. So, if you have questions, please contact me. Otherwise, thanks for watching.